How will the Iran war hit home care products? Bloomberg Intelligence analysis suggests a prolonged oil shock could pressure the home and personal care sector, putting volume growth at risk just as companies were expecting modest expansion. Right now, consensus points to around 1.5% to 2% volume growth through 2027, but rising oil prices could put that at risk. High single-digit average price hikes in 2022-23 due to the input inflation resulting from the war in Ukraine led to about 2% lower unit sales across the peer group. During the Great Financial Crisis, volume growth slowed to flat in 2009 from about 2% amid mid-single-digit price hikes. BASF announced price increases on March 18 of as much as 30% in Europe, which also underlines the risk for these companies, with Unilever and Henkel both being major global customers. BASF's products, including surfactants and enzymes, account for less than 1% of their cost of goods sold, based on Bloomberg supply chain estimates. The impact of elevated costs for petrochemicals like polyethylene, which are vital components in home care and hygiene products such as baby diapers, shampoos, household cleaners, and trash bags, could be significant. For example, ingredients and packaging constitute 73% of Unilever's cost of goods sold. Possible plastic shortages adds to near-term margin squeeze risk for household care manufacturers, as brand owners face tougher pass-through given the consumer backdrop was already quite fragile pre-war. Another concern for companies like P&G, Kimberly-Clark and Reckitt comes from more localized supply chains, which have enhanced efficiency and compliance with local content mandates such as Saudi-made, but they also introduced operational risks such as production disruptions from conflict. With these exposure concerns highlighted by Reckitt's Bahrain plant halting output in early March already. Inventory buffers, hedging, reformulations, and aggressive cost cuts could help mitigate these headwinds. However, given the speed and severity of potential input and logistics cost shocks, a near-term margin hit for the home and personal care sector appears likely.